How can someone better connect with their higher self?
This is a good one. So, I have a process that I recommend that at least one day, you take at least one day, if not three, where you wake up and you don't talk to another living soul. You don't get on Netflix, you don't get on YouTube, you don't get on Twitter, you don't talk to another living soul. Ideally, avoid every every point of contact with another individual if you can, within reason. If your house is on fire, leave and leave with your family. But you take an entire day where from the time you wake up in the morning until it's bedtime, until it's time to go to sleep. Not, oh, the sun's going down, I did it all day. Until you wake up, from the time you wake up until you go to sleep, do nothing but focus on who you are, what you've done, what you would like to do in the future. And during this process, if you create a projection of yourself and the best version that you can possibly be tomorrow, just in front of you, and understand that you are moving toward that. And then just behind that form, if you create the image of a being of pure light and potential. It can be scintillating colors, it can be all white, but project that just behind the individual of who you want to be tomorrow and understand that the individual that you're projecting tomorrow is one step toward that potential of the future. And then here's where it gets tricky. So many people have spent so much time doing like Melon rituals that take months and months and months, but then they get lost in the tide of life. And they may have received knowledge and conversation of their holy guardian angel, but then hypnotic rhythm takes hold, as Napoleon Hill talks about, and then they start drifting. So the next part of the practice that I recommend that is crucial is every single day for at least 3 months, light a candle in regard to that higher self. And it can be just a normal tea light candle. It can be a little spell candle. If you light individual tea light candles, think of it as each one of those is a stepping stone on the path to who you're becoming. If it's a very large pillar candle that you light and put out every day, think about it as it's all one big process that you're taking a part of. But you want to do this every single day for say 3 months so that you extrude that process of that 1 or 3 days across a period of time so that you don't drift. And then once you've done that, just like once a week, light this candle and just remember who you want to become. And that will prevent you from drifting. And what this should do, if you do it with enough intention, is it's not going to create some flash of light and the clouds are going to part and some booming voice is going to tell you your destiny. That's not what we're looking for. If that happens, awesome, good for you. But most of the time, what you're going to see is in daily life, a situation will occur and you'll say, normally I would do this, but I don't need to act that way. I can act this way, and that would get me closer to my goal. Or you might look back a month or a year and say, I am an entirely different person than I used to be. And of course, life will do that anyway, but you'll generally be at a positive form of that. And to me, that is a very practical and simple. It's not easy. Most people will hate not having anything but themselves for an entire day. But that's part of the process and in my experience. It's not easy, but it's a very simple, practical way to connect with your innermost or your higher daemon or your guardian angel.